So lads, we are back for another rare squads, and you guys have been really enjoying these, and these are the things that are doing best on my channel. So if you want me to keep doing them, make sure you recommend me some more rare players that I can be using. Of course, make sure you go and check out my other videos first, so that you're not recommending me players that I have already used, like the Porto Hulk and the Chelsea Raul Morales, etc. But this time we have got another one for you, and both of these players are actually from Israel. So being absolutely hilarious as I am, I have called this squad Israel. But let's crack on and put in the first of the players. Now, we are going to stick this on Israel just because it's so much easier, as I've got a lot of players in my club. And these two guys are, one of them is extremely rare and there's literally 0 of them on the market, as I have just checked. And the other one is actually quite populous, if that is even a word, on the market at the moment, because he is getting price fixed. But at the time of recording this, he wasn't really, at the time of building this squad, sorry, he wasn't really about at all. Someone has now started price fixing him, but I managed to pick him up for 400 coins when there was only a few of them on the market, and he is an absolute beast. He is Melikson, and he is by far the better of the two of these players, even though he is the lower rated one. I would highly recommend going and picking this guy up, especially if you're on Xbox, as you won't have to pay the price fixing prices as far as I am aware, although he will be pretty rare. And of course, you could just pick up his transfer version that has been moved to League One, and he is much easier to slot into teams anyway. So this guy is an absolute incredible player. I have scored some insane long shots with this guy in the past when I have been using him, and I would highly recommend him to everyone. Like I said, he is getting price fixed, as you can see. So when I built this team, there was only 3 or 4 of them on the market, and I picked one of them up nicely on the cheap, but there is now just over a page of them getting price fixed by some absolute arseholes, as you can see. But if you really do want to go and pick him up, I would recommend him. Even at that price, he is worth it, and he is still pretty rare, as he is owned all of them by one guy, but there is quite a few of them on the market at the moment. So a little bit of a dodgy one there, and like I said, recommend me some players if you want me to carry on building these rare squads. This guy, however, is extremely rare. You can see that there is none of them on the market at all, and it is the West Ham version of Benayoun. Now, again, I picked him up for 600 coins. He actually goes for pretty cheap when he does come up on the market, because there's not really too much point to him. You can just pick up his Chelsea version, and it is essentially the same card. It's the same league, same nationality, of course, everything like that. So unless you are a diehard Benayoun fan or a diehard West Ham fan or something like that, there's not really too much point to this card, but he is rare all the same, and I thought I'd bring him to you guys, as you guys are absolutely loving these videos and seeing all of the players that have disappeared off the market. Like I said, Melikson is now in League One, which is why he is rare, and Benayoun went back to Chelsea. So he got loaned to Chelsea at the, got loaned to West Ham, sorry, at the start of this season, and it was meant to be for the entire season, but he got injured, and he only played a few games for them, and he went back to Chelsea in Christmas, at December. So he was only there for a couple of months, and obviously he's got a lot of Chelsea cards on the market now, but all of the West Ham ones have sort of filtered away, as he hasn't been in packs for about 7 or 8 months now. So that is the 2 rare players, guys. I am now going to fill in the rest of the squad, and I will come back to you with a complete and show you the awesome team, what it has turned out to be around these guys. So lads, this is the completed squad that you can now see up on the screen. You can see we've got the Celtic goalkeeper, that is Forrester, in goal. We've got informed Charlie Mulgrew at centre-back, and arguably the best silver centre-back on the game, that is Corker there. We've got a pretty decent left-back in Kieran Gibbs, and a nice 5-star weak foot left mid, getting a strong link to Benayoun and Gibbs there in Matty Jarvis. Over at right-back and right-wing, we've got a nice solid French and Newcastle link between Ben Arfa and Debussy. We've got a guy, another Celtic guy, Kayal, I think you pronounce his name, again another Israeli, linking to Benayoun and Melikson. And up front we have got the shock star of this team, a guy called Sahar. I hadn't really heard of him. He was one of the only reasonable looking Israeli strikers, and he turned out to be an absolute beast. You can see I have played 2 games with him already, and he has scored 6 games, and he scored 6 games, he scored 6 goals in 2 games, and he's scored some incredible shots. He cost me 850 coins, and I would highly recommend picking up this guy. I know this squad is about the 2 rare players sitting here, but just Sahar, Benayoun isn't the best of players, as I have said. Melikson is an absolutely insane player, and so is Sahar, so I'd recommend picking these 2 guys up and sticking them in your squad. But that is the team complete. I'm not too sure what I want to do at the end of these videos, so I want you guys to let me know what you would like to see, whether you want to see a face cam game or whether you want to see just some highlights of some goals. This time we are going to have some highlights of some goals, as I have really enjoyed playing with this team. So I'm going to leave you with a nice little montage of some of the goals that I have scored. But if you would like to see something else, whether it be facecam highlights or whatever, let me know in the comment section and I'll be happy to do that for you guys. But apart from that, that is the end of another one of these rare squads. If you guys enjoy it like you have been, make sure you smash the likes and recommend me some players so that I can keep these squads coming. But apart from that, lads, thanks for watching. I hope you will subscribe and stick around, and I will see you next time.